He even surprised some Republicans with sweeping pardons to the January 6th insurrectionists.
Donald Trump has never been one to shy away from a fight, but this time he's taken on one of the most controversial talk shows in television history, The View. After years of relentless attacks from the show's co-hosts, especially Sunny Hostin, Trump has fired back with a devastating counterstrike. What started as another round of media criticism quickly escalated into a legal and political firestorm, leaving The View scrambling to contain the damage. This isn't just another Trump versus the media spat. This is a moment that could redefine the boundaries of political commentary and media accountability. For years, The View has positioned itself as a platform for political discourse, often pushing narratives that paint Trump in the worst possible light. Led by the likes of Whoopi Goldberg and Behar, the show regularly mocked Trump, his policies, and even his family. Ivanka Trump was labeled an enabler of her father's alleged corruption. Donald Trump Jr. was repeatedly targeted for his vocal defense of conservative values,
including Proud Boys, Oath Keepers, and other violent rioters. But he wasn't thrilled about Biden issuing pardons of his own.
Even Barron Trump, a minor at the time, was not spared from the occasional offhanded jab. But the real firestorm began when The View aired a segment accusing Trump of manipulating financial systems to inflate his wealth and evade taxes. This so-called exposé quickly spiraled into something far more personal. Instead of sticking to policy criticism, the co-hosts launched into a full-fledged character assassination, throwing out wild accusations without a shred of evidence. Behar mocked Trump's ongoing legal battles, while Sunny Hostin took it even further, alleging that Trump was deliberately undermining democracy. The segment ended with an almost celebratory tone, as if the hosts believed they had finally delivered the knockout punch to the former president's reputation. But what The View didn't expect was Trump's response. Within hours of the segment airing, Trump's legal team fired back with a defamation lawsuit, naming not only the show itself but also the individual co-hosts and ABC executives who allowed the rhetoric to go unchecked. The lawsuit wasn't just a standard legal response, it was a full-scale takedown. Trump's attorneys presented a mountain of evidence, including internal emails from The View's producers showing a pattern of prioritizing sensationalism over factual reporting. Documents revealed that producers encouraged co-hosts to push unverified claims simply because they made for great TV. As the lawsuit gained traction, it became clear that The View was in serious trouble. But Trump wasn't finished yet. He took the fight directly to the public, using his media platform to expose the show's hypocrisy. His social media posts outlined The View's history of bias, showing side-by-side clips of co-hosts fawning over Democratic figures while viciously attacking conservatives. He labeled the show a propaganda machine for the radical left, and called for advertisers to rethink their sponsorships.
So this is January 6th. These are the hostages. Approximately 1,500 for a pardon.
The response was overwhelming. Conservative viewers began boycotting the show, and major brands quietly pulled their ads. Melania Trump, usually known for staying out of the political fray, also stepped in. She filed a separate defamation case against The View, accusing the show of repeatedly misrepresenting her character and personal life. Her lawsuit specifically cited moments where the co-hosts insinuated she was trapped in an unhappy marriage, something Melania described as a calculated attempt to undermine and humiliate. Ivanka Trump also spoke out, calling The View's treatment of her family a smear campaign disguised as political commentary. As the legal battles unfolded, the pressure on The View reached a breaking point. Advertisers continued to flee, ratings began to drop, and ABC executives found themselves backed into a corner. Behind the scenes, tension among the co-hosts reached an all-time high. Whoopi Goldberg, once considered the backbone of the show, reportedly grew frustrated with the fallout. Behar, known for her sharp-tongued commentary, allegedly clashed with producers over how to handle the crisis. Sunny Hostin, the woman at the center of the lawsuit, was said to be in full panic mode, seeking legal counsel and considering a public apology.
For the last 4 years, all we've heard is, I won, they were mean to me, I won.
But an apology wouldn't be enough to stop the inevitable. ABC executives were left with no choice. They had to make drastic changes to salvage what little credibility The View had left. In a shocking announcement, the network revealed that The View would be going on an indefinite hiatus, effectively canceling the show. The statement framed the decision as a programming shift, but insiders confirmed what everyone already suspected: Trump's lawsuit had dealt the final blow. The fallout didn't stop with The View. The controversy sparked a nationwide conversation about media accountability. Critics began questioning whether other talk shows and news outlets were guilty of the same biased reporting.
This is not normal. And is it really shocking?
Even figures who typically opposed Trump admitted that The View had operated with an unusual level of hostility toward him and his family. In a final victory lap, Trump used The View's cancellation as proof that the media was finally being held accountable. At his rallies, he mocked the show's downfall, even impersonating the co-hosts' frantic attempts to justify their actions. They thought they could say whatever they wanted and get away with it, he told a cheering crowd. Well, guess what? Not anymore. Ivanka Trump, in a rare interview, reflected on the situation, stating, "This was never about silencing opinions. It was about holding people accountable for spreading lies. There's a difference between critique and defamation, and The View learned that the hard way."
Goes against my husband, especially that we hear the leaders from the opposition party.
Melania Trump echoed the sentiment, calling the cancellation a victory for fairness and truth. Meanwhile, The View's former co-hosts struggled to recover from the fallout. Joy Behar attempted to transition into podcasting but found little success, as many sponsors remained wary of associating with her brand. Whoopi Goldberg faced professional setbacks, with studios reluctant to hire her for new projects. Sunny Hostin, once a respected legal analyst, now faced an uphill battle to restore her credibility. But perhaps the biggest takeaway from this saga is the precedent it sets. The View was one of the most influential talk shows on television, but it was brought down not by a ratings dip, not by internal drama, but by legal accountability.
I won. You lost! You lost!
Trump's lawsuits proved that even the most powerful media figures are not above the law. Moving forward, talk shows and news outlets will have to think twice before pushing false narratives under the guise of hot takes. Now the question is, what comes next? Will Trump use this momentum to take on other media giants? Will this lawsuit inspire other public figures to fight back against biased reporting? One thing is clear: this was more than just another Trump controversy. This was a battle over truth, and in the end, Trump came out on top. What do you think? Was The View finally held accountable, or was this an attack on free speech? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more updates. Stay tuned, this fight is far from over.